There was once a family that had been wealthy for 3 generations. But the very first night after moving into their new home, they started experiencing strange and unexplainable events. Strangely enough, it was a tiny, almost meaningless object that completely turned their fate around, opening the doors to overflowing wealth and prosperity. In Feng Shui, moving into a new home isn't just about changing your address. It marks a turning point in destiny. A new house is like a blank sheet of paper, and the very first things you bring inside are like the first strokes of ink. They set the tone for how energy will flow through the space. Some people move into a new house only to find life gets harder, money slips away, and obstacles pile up. But others, by keeping one small secret object in their belongings, attract rising fortune that blesses their children and grandchildren for generations. What's fascinating is that this item is not widely known, and if you overlook it, you might unintentionally miss the chance to unlock the doorway to abundance. In today's video, we're going to reveal this mysterious object and explain why it holds such incredible power. But before we begin, take a moment to affirm good energy for your own family. My new home is welcoming prosperity and peace. And if you love mystical stories and timeless Feng Shui secrets, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because behind every door, another hidden secret is waiting to be discovered. To understand why something so small can shift the flow of wealth, we need to look deeper into what it really means to move into a new home. Because every move isn't just about changing where you live, it's a shift in destiny itself. In Feng Shui, a house is more than just walls and a roof. It's a living organism. It has energy lines, it has a pulse, and that flow of energy affects everything: your health, your finances, even the relationships within your family. Stepping into a new home means stepping out of one cycle of energy and into another. That's why every move often comes with dramatic life changes. Some people rise and thrive, while others find themselves struggling. Think of it like transplanting a tree. If the soil is rich and fertile, the roots take hold quickly and the tree flourishes. But if the ground is barren and poor, the tree struggles to grow. In the same way, the energy of a new home can either nurture prosperity or block and limit opportunities. The key lies in how we unlock that very first flow of energy. The moment you walk through the door, every action and every object you bring in leaves an imprint, like a seal that stamps the fortune of your family. Moving house, then, isn't just about hauling furniture. It's a sacred ritual, a bond between people and the space they're about to call home. If you begin with auspicious energy, your house becomes a magnet for wealth, good health, and lasting happiness. But if that first step is careless or unprepared, the home can trap stagnant energy, slowly pushing fortune away. That's why Feng Shui places such importance on the very first items brought in on moving day. They act like seeds, energy seeds that shape the future path of the household. And now that we understand why moving homes can shift destiny, it's time to reveal the Feng Shui objects you must bring with you to open the way to prosperity. The first is a clean jar of water. In Feng Shui, water has always been the ultimate symbol of wealth, luck, and abundance. Ancient wisdom says, wherever clear flowing water exists, prosperity follows. Water is movement. It never stops. Just like money and fortune, it only has meaning when it's constantly circulating. Carrying water into a new home isn't just symbolic. It's a ritual. It represents the uninterrupted flow of prosperity, ensuring that wealth doesn't dry up during the transition. Water from your old home represents continuity, while pouring the very first glass in your new home is like planting a powerful signal. This is where fortune and blessings will now begin to flow. Water may be soft and flexible, but it's also unstoppable. It bends, it flows around obstacles, and it always finds a way forward. Bringing it with you on moving day carries a message. No matter how life changes, wealth and good fortune will always find their way to you. It's a quiet but powerful affirmation of long-lasting abundance. But purity is everything. A clear jar of water that sparkles in the light stands for transparency, clarity in business, and smooth flow in finances. A murky jar, on the other hand, can symbolize stagnation and instability. That's why the water chosen for this ritual must be clean and fresh, a prayer for a clear and successful beginning. Drinking the first sip of water in your new home is more than refreshment. It's connection. That water enters your body, mixes with your breath, and becomes an invisible bond between you and your space. From that moment on, you're not just someone who moved in. You are the true master of the house. And water also carries the power to cleanse. It washes away lingering energy from the past and opens a fresh, vibrant space for your new life. By bringing water into your home, you're inviting in renewal, purity, and the flow of blessings yet to come. The second is a full jar of grains in Feng Shui. Grains, whether rice, wheat, beans, corn, or any nourishing seeds, are seen as the very source of life. Grains feed the body, and at the same time, they sustain the energy of the entire family. That's why, since ancient times, families moving into a new home would always bring along a jar filled with grains. It was a sacred ritual to affirm that life and abundance would never be interrupted. A jar brimming with rice or grains symbolizes an endless storehouse, a message that the household will always be protected by prosperity. It's the image of fullness, of never going hungry, and of a treasury that keeps growing. Looking at a jar full of grains gives a sense of security, of certainty, like you can hold stability in your own hands. An empty jar, however, sends the opposite message. It suggests loss, scarcity, even a warning of hardship. To walk into a new home carrying an empty jar is like planting the image of depletion into the space. For this reason, Feng Shui strictly avoids bringing in emptiness when moving house, considering it a bad omen for the family's financial path. A full jar of grains doesn't just stand for material wealth. It's also a blessing for the spirit. Every grain is a seed, and every seed carries within it the power to grow. When you place a jar of grains in a new home, it's like planting a vow that from this moment forward, life will flourish, expand, and the family will thrive in prosperity. The practice itself is simple but powerful. Before the move, prepare a jar or even a bag of grains, making sure it is filled to the top with no empty space. As soon as you arrive at the new home, bring it in first and place it in the kitchen or dining area. These are the heart of the household, the places of nourishment. A well-stocked kitchen is the foundation of prosperity, and a full jar of grains there becomes a lasting source of energy that ensures plenty of food and a smooth flow of wealth. What's fascinating is that this isn't just symbolic. Psychologically, when a family sees a jar that's always full, a sense of security and wealth naturally arises. That feeling itself creates positive energy, encouraging confidence, clearer decisions, and smarter actions, making it far easier for fortune to multiply. The third is familiar bedding in Feng Shui. The bed and everything tied to sleep, like your blankets and pillows, plays a crucial role because sleep is when we absorb and exchange energy the most. We spend nearly a third of our lives resting, and in those hours, the body fully relaxes and takes in the energy of the surrounding space. This makes the bed and bedding more than just household items. They're vital bridges between a person and their home. When moving into a new place, everything feels foreign. The walls, the doors, even the scent of the air. In that setting, bringing along your familiar bedding is like bringing a piece of your own warmth and energy. It helps you settle in faster, feel safe, and quickly create a sense of belonging. That's why Feng Shui advises that bedding should always be among the first things carried into a new home. Using only brand new bedding might look nice, but it often feels cold and impersonal. It carries no imprint of you, no energy that connects it to your life. In Feng Shui, this means your sleep, the time when your energy should be replenished, may feel restless, lacking peace. On the other hand, wrapping yourself in bedding you already know allows your body and mind to adapt, naturally making the bond with the new home smooth and effortless. Familiar bedding also has a deeper meaning. It carries your personal energy. These items have absorbed your breath, your warmth, even the rhythm of your daily life. Bringing them into a new house means you're bringing in part of yourself, leaving a clear imprint that declares, "This is my home." Many Feng Shui masters emphasize that the very first night in a new home is especially important. It's when your energy and the energy of the house connect most intensely. If that night is filled with warmth and peace, the entire journey of living in that home tends to follow a positive path. And familiar bedding is the key to making sure that first night is truly comforting. Placing your bedding in the bedroom before arranging other furniture also carries subtle Feng Shui meaning. It's like laying the foundation of your personal bond with the space so that everything else, daily life, work, studies, even family relationships, can grow upon that solid base. The fourth is coins. In Feng Shui, coins have long been seen as one of the most powerful symbols of prosperity and abundance. The ancients believed that the round shape of a coin represents the vastness of the sky, the source of growth and yang energy. The square hole in the middle, common in old Chinese coins, symbolizes the solid earth that nourishes and supports all life. When heaven and earth meet in such a small object, the coin becomes a perfect image of balance, harmonizing yin and yang. That's why coins are not only money, but also protective talismans, drawing in blessings while shielding the family from financial loss and instability. When entering a new home, bringing coins carries a meaning far deeper than what we see on the surface. It's not just bringing money into the house. It's like planting seeds, sowing into the new land, a vow of prosperity and smooth fortune. On moving day, coins are regarded as the very first seeds of wealth, ready to sprout, multiply, and grow into lasting abundance. This simple act sends a powerful message. The family is ready to welcome prosperity. There are many ways to use coins during this ritual, depending on belief and preference. The simplest way is to hold a few coins in your hand or keep them in your wallet and walk through the front door. It's like opening the gateway for good fortune to enter with you. Some people place coins under their pillow on the very first night so that their sleep is wrapped in the energy of abundance, helping body and spirit bond with the home more quickly. Others put coins in the wealth corner, traditionally the southeast area, to activate the flow of financial energy. Whichever method is chosen, the essential point is this: Coins must be present on the very first day as an invitation for wealth. But not all coins carry good energy. Rusty, chipped, or bent coins often symbolize depletion and decline, making them unfit for such an important ritual. On the other hand, clean, intact coins, especially those carefully preserved or even antique coins passed down through generations, hold powerful, accumulated energy. The older the coin, the stronger its energy field, and the more it becomes a true treasure for sustaining prosperity. In Feng Shui, coins are not only about attracting wealth, they're also seen as an invisible shield. Their circular shape represents a cycle with no beginning and no end, a continuous flow. Carrying coins into a new home sets up this protective circle, ensuring that money doesn't just come in, it stays, circulating safely within the household. The fifth is lights or candles in Feng Shui. Light is the embodiment of life itself, of awakening, opening, and guiding the way. Since ancient times, humans have used fire to chase away darkness, guard against the cold, and connect with the spiritual world. That's why, when stepping into a new home, lighting it immediately, whether with electric lights, oil lamps, or candles, is not just practical, but also a sacred ritual to ignite auspicious energy. An empty house, without human presence, often holds coldness and heavy yin energy. Shadows and untouched corners can become pockets of hidden darkness. The moment light is lit, it's like a sacred flame sweeping away the gloom, inviting fresh energy to flow in. Light also symbolizes clarity and wisdom. In Feng Shui, turning on lights in a new home is like shining a lamp on the path ahead, showing a clear direction for the family. The brighter the light, the brighter the fortune. It's no coincidence that people light candles or lamps during important ceremonies, because light is the call for guidance, for protection, and for clearing hidden troubles. This is especially crucial if the new house once belonged to someone seriously ill, or if it's been vacant for a long time. Stagnant yin energy can linger, leaving the air heavy and unsettling. Lighting candles or lamps in those first moments acts like a cleansing ritual, clearing the energy field and returning freshness to the space. It ensures the house is truly ready to embrace new life. Many families even choose to place candles or lamps in multiple corners of the house, spreading light everywhere. The meaning is simple. No corner remains dark. No negative energy can hide. Wherever the light reaches, that space instantly becomes a place of life, hope, and luck. Beyond cleansing the home, light also brings warmth and connection. On the very first night, when the house is softly illuminated by candlelight or a warm lamp, the family feels comforted and at peace. That peace becomes the foundation for opening the heart, welcoming blessings, harmony, and prosperity into the home. The sixth is an old key in Feng Shui. A key is not just a tool to unlock doors. It's a symbol filled with meaning. It represents the connection between the outside and the inside, between the past and the present, between the place we once lived and the new space we are stepping into. That's why carrying an old key from your previous home is more than just nostalgia. It holds deep Feng Shui significance about continuity and flow. An old key is like the last imprint of your former home. When you take it with you, you're not just carrying a piece of metal. You're carrying memories, positive energy, and the blessings that were tied to your life there. It shows that the good fortune of your old house will not be forgotten, but will continue to flow with you into your new home. The meaning of a key lies in its ability to close and to open. When you leave your old house, the key symbolizes closing that chapter neatly and completely. But when you bring that same key into the new home, it becomes a reminder that the doors of the future are ready to open. Health, wealth, love, and good fortune from the past are not lost. They are carried forward, ready to grow in your new space. In many Asian traditions, a key is also a symbol of protection. People believe that a key once used to open your own home carries protective energy, shielding its owner from unexpected harm or misfortune. Bringing it along on moving day means you're not only welcoming prosperity, but also wrapping your family in a layer of safety and stability. Some Feng Shui masters even advise placing the old key in a discreet spot in your new home, inside a family altar, a safe, or even a bedside drawer. These places symbolize preservation and protection. You don't have to use the key again, but its presence is a powerful assurance that your family's new beginning is firmly rooted in past blessings. What matters most is the mindset of gratitude when you bring the key. Your old house sheltered you, nourished you, and held your memories, achievements, and lessons. Carrying its key is also carrying that gratitude with you. And gratitude is one of the highest forms of energy. It attracts even more luck and prosperity into your future. Moving into a new home isn't just rearranging furniture. It's a sacred ritual of opening a new destiny. Every detail, no matter how small, has the power to shape the flow of fortune and blessings. Items like a full jar of grains, a jar of clean water, the first light or candle, your familiar bedding, shining coins, and even an old key. All of these are not random. They are symbols passed down through generations, reminding us that a proper beginning opens the door to prosperity, while a careless one may leave shadows for years to come. Remember, a home is more than shelter. It's a vessel that holds your family's destiny. When you bring auspicious objects inside, you're planting seeds of fortune. And like seeds in the field, they will sprout, grow, and eventually give you a harvest of peace and abundance. Before we end, take a moment to leave a positive affirmation in the comments, your own way of opening the flow of good energy. My home is now filled with light, prosperity, and peace. By writing it, you plant another seed of blessings for yourself. And don't forget to subscribe so you can continue uncovering the hidden secrets of Feng Shui, where even the smallest details of life can become the key to transforming your destiny.